Hey, seconds per frame here with another episode of I'm on Observation Duty 4. We're doing the country house again. And man, do I have a story for you. You know, I've tried to record this, the country house that is, so many times now. Like 7 or 8 times. Goddamn. My robot vacuum just jump scared me. Starting to charge, he said. Or it said, rather. Why though? Man, maybe the cat bumped it. But yeah, I tried to, record this map so many times now, and I've managed to finish it. But the problem is, I was talking in one of my episodes about that I would get better internet. I upgraded my contract to something way better, and this should of course help with upload times and all that, which it does. Well, the way I thought about it is, I can increase my file size, the quality of the videos get better, everyone is happy, right? It's just a win all around. And problem is though, oh, the chairs moved. I turn around. Problem is though, I cannot increase my resolution, nor can I increase the frames per second, which is sad, which of course has the biggest impact on quality I found is, not scaling. So running 1080p natively and recording at that resolution. But I'm sad to say that's not going to happen. The episodes looked right, better resolutions, better frames, 10 times the bitrate, all that. But about halfway through the video, there were so many frames missing. The audio was still the same, but yeah, that was kind of sucky, I guess. So that's where currently I have like 11 videos instead of 7 or 6 in this playlist for these kinds of games, just because I had to delete them all. I listened to them to see if there was anything particularly wrong. I skipped through them and all that because I didn't have the time to go through the whole episode after recording it directly. But yeah, but I plan to release them in the next couple of days, so I managed to catch that on time and delete them beforehand. So sadly I have to re-record it. But what I'm hoping does make a difference is I definitely bumped my bitrate up quite a bit, which should help with moving stuff in the recording, or rather moving objects in the recording, which yeah, will get a little blurry or something like that if you don't have your bitrate that high. It comes at the cost of file size. Also increase the overall quality of the encoding, but yeah, which should allow me to actually pause now if something comes up where I have to do that without having to import the video into editing software and cut that out and then edit it out rather, and then export the video again, which may or may not increase the file size. Painting anomaly, the skull looks different. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry to say, I still have to wait for better hardware until I can up my quality, because it's too CPU or GPU or both intensive anyway. So my laptop can't handle it. And yeah, there you go. But I still hope you do enjoy I for one, you know, even though I get spooked every once in a while with this game, I find it quite relaxing. It allows me to, even though I have to focus on finding anomalies, it allows me to more freely talk to you guys. Extra object, this hammer's not supposed to be here. I wouldn't say I know all the anomalies, but I should know enough to finish this run though. I'm quite confident in that. Also, the sun is not shining that brightly this time around. I had real problems with that. You know, the only times I had only a couple of hours to myself where I could quickly record something, and you know, the sun was blasting and our curtains aren't thick enough. So, you know, at some point I did a little something orthodox, which was to drape a blanket over my monitors and my head to, you know, make a little blanket fort around my PCs, just so I was safe from the sun's rays, so I can actually see something, which resulted in me actually managing to finish that. And then I just ended the recording, which of course, 1 second here, library ghost, there's a ghost in the window, it's a girl which is even blinking. The recording failed, as I said. You know, it was missing frames, so it at some point looked like a slideshow with regular audio for whatever reason. Just get recorded differently, I guess. Well, yeah, anyway, I managed to make a flawless run. I found all the anomalies, and I then said my goodbyes at the end as usual, you know, and I hit the end record button, and yeah, suddenly a secret started. You know, that like something with Timothy and all that. So if you can recreate it, getting all anomalies, I believe it was 32, if I remember correctly. About that, yeah. 32, I believe, yeah. Well, anyway, if I manage to do that again with this one, I will, of course, show you, just to see, you know, what's up with that, because I haven't shown any secrets until now, though I have to say that, bedroom light anomaly. I wasn't looking for the other secrets, and you know, a hint in the menu of this game actually tells you that the secret will find you, so I don't know if the condition was met some certain way, or it's just, you know, fix all anomalies and that's it. Yeah, we might not, you know, sometimes your last report doesn't get through because the time runs out, but I will try to do my best, let's say. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to play the new map for a change, gotta say, because yeah, I'm still having fun with the game overall, but I'm getting sick playing this map over and over and over just for the recordings. But I didn't want to, you know, put the recordings out of order. And living room, TV, radio normally. I mean, I kind of, you know, did already because I didn't play the third game yet, but I will save that for last. Just, I don't know. I'm not in the mood for this kind of first-person game. I wanted to get the whole experience like this, and then, you know, try the different run at the end. Well, who knows? Might be fun. Though I believe there's only 2 levels as well. But then again, you know, this is the game with the most levels, which is 3. Doesn't sound like a lot, but do imagine that I believe there's only one dev working on it. I can't imagine there's a whole team, and you know, you have to create the whole scene, all the anomalies and all that. I mean, once you have the rooms and all that set up, it's mostly creative work to, you know, code in what may and may not change at what time, which is probably random. And yeah. Sorry there. Just watching for some jiggling can, which wasn't happening, but may. So yeah, and also, you know, the games are super cheap. It's like $1 or $2 each, so, you know, only getting a couple of levels, but even then you get a couple hours of enjoyment out of it at the least. And there is no small amount of replay value as well, so it's quite alright in my book. Gun still pointing this way. So if there are 32 anomalies, there should be about 1 anomaly a minute. No, that's not true. You play about, going by recordings times, about 25 minutes thereabouts if you know, get to the end. So yeah, it's a little more than 1 a minute, I guess, but library extra object. This carpet on the lion is not supposed to be here. You know, you can I don't know even if the amount is always the same. It seems like it to me, but yeah. Well, anyway, you know, I quite like this game for the format it provides me, you know, just talking calmly, sometimes getting spooked, but I do hope you get to enjoy this game, watching my videos without, you know, not getting scared as much, getting interested enough in the game to even play it yourself and get spooked on your own, you know, late at night, alone preferably, or, you know, invite some friends, you know, have a couple of beers and try to find stuff together, which is also quite fun, you know, as I talked about in, I guess, my first video of this game, the first run of the first game, that is my first episode, you know. Yeah, because playing it with my girlfriend and you know, projecting it with a beamer on the walls does make it quite cool, actually. I would very much like to play this game, you know. And there's a box missing, I believe. Living room. I believe there's a box missing here. Yeah. There's different anomalies hitting right now. I don't know. There's something there, but I can't put my finger on it, to be honest. The phone is missing. Gallery. Here. Guess I was just a little slow. Which is alright, but yeah. I'd rather not lose, and we're not even halfway there and we already got a warning, which sucks. What's that outside other? I don't know what this is, to be honest. I never seen it before, but there's something, right? There's something, alright. Guess we're gonna lose again anyway. Oh, god damn it, man. I don't like this level anymore. Even though, you know, from your perspective, it's your second time seeing this. Oh well, I'm going to finish the level anyway. What the hell is this though? I don't light and oh, huge man. He's back. Gallery intruder, which is quite fun actually because yeah, you will see in a second here. Yes, I meant huge man. Yeah, I might even do the station level just for my sanity and, you know, then get back with different approaches or you know, I'm not sure, to be honest. Still, there's something in this kitchen there, and I do not know what it is. I literally cannot tell. Ah, there you go. Kitchen painting anomaly. This is supposed to be darker. But what the hell is this? You see this as well, right? Maybe I'm just imagining things. Oh well. Does it really matter though? No, I don't think so. Gotta go fast though. Yeah. Maybe I've been hit with just multiple anomalies which I just didn't get before, so I don't know where to look and I haven't noticed anything. That's just how it is sometimes, you know. Can't do much about it. So, if you've seen something, let me know down below though. Always happy to know what I've missed and learn from it for the future. Come on now. And still with the warnings, you know, I don't know if it's just sometimes you're a little slow. Hmm. Oh yeah. You know, the only stressful part is, is if you know that you're getting close to the end and you know, getting angsty about losing right then and there, you know, so close to the end, which feels kinda sucky to be honest. Especially if you have done this level so many times as did I. The apparently really bad this playthrough. Last time I didn't get a warning throughout the whole game. I guess I got lucky with the types of anomalies because I knew them all. Oh, there you go. Outside extra objects. There's a mannequin standing here. That's why it's an extra object. It's neither an intruder nor a ghost, which, you know, can kill you run if you missing stuff and also reporting that twice, you know, once as an intruder, then as a ghost. But yeah. I mean, there's a hint in the main menu which tells you that ghosts are transparent and therefore not an intruder, but there you go. I would like to be hit with a little bit more obvious stuff though. just to win this once and for all with a recording that doesn't kitchen extra object as a pineapple here that appeared. You know, just to get this out of my system, you know. It was a whole process, you know. First off, I had like 4 or 5 or even 6 recorded attempts, you know, over, I don't know, 3 videos or something. In one I did 3 because I failed so many times rather quickly. And yeah, then when in the meanwhile, you know, I had them all planned out day after day, like one does. And my internet upgraded in the meantime, so I deleted the attempts which were not released, and, you know, thinking about it, it would have been not quite as cool, because yeah, I was getting frustrated recording it over and over and over, and, you know, watching 6 attempts of the same map in this amount of times, I guess, kind of sucks, you know, watching it. So I re-recorded them, this time thinking, you know, I had finally achieved 1080p gloriousness, but yeah, not so. So here we are, doing it again. Well, outside object movement is head turned, of course. But yeah. Well, maybe I was just missing stuff. The 2 or 3 things at once, just switching through somewhat slowly. That's why I didn't catch on immediately. But there you go. There are a couple rooms like this one where there's not too much going on. Here neither, but I'm always not quite sure, to be honest. Outside is also alright. Haven't seen too many things happening. Although the... what the did the sheets on the map move as well? 16, alright. We got like half. So I'm going in again. I wish to finish this level for once. God damn it. Well, this box was new to me. Yeah. Okay, no, this was always this way, alright. Maybe something here changed which I never caught on to. I guess I'm losing it, you know, this this level has broke me. Well, you know, thinking about it, I always thought, you know, watching these videos where you can pause and go back on, so yeah, maybe you will catch more things than the one person playing it, you know, like I am right now. But actually, you know, watching a video myself without too much going back and forth, you know, double checking things, I definitely had problems, as did the creators of what I've seen. So it's not a given, at least not if you do not know the level that well yourself, or not at all. You know, if you're basically playing with them, then it's not that much of a difference actually. So, proven myself wrong again. Which is fine by me. Oh, come on, man. Gotta get my A game going. But I also feel like, you know, this game sometimes hits you with slow ones and then ramps it up suddenly. I could be imagining things, but that's what it feels like to me sometimes, at least. 30 boxes missing again. Yeah. But the more you know about a level, the more you double check places where you've seen stuff already. And the easier it is to, you know, notice if something is off. Although, how many times I've played this level, I should be, you know, flawless every time. But then again, you know, if there are many anomalies, you know. To be honest, if I were involved with this, I would come up with, you know, I don't know, hundreds of, like 100 things for each map, just to be extra cruel. So, you know, each playthrough does definitely feel different every time. Because, yeah, of course, there's enough stuff going on to make it interesting for multiple playthroughs. Like in, I guess, 8 attempts, I only managed to clear this level once. Although, you know, to be fair, it was a little lighting related in some cases, you know, at least sometimes. But, and there's new stuff, enough new stuff to keep it interesting for a while longer, I guess. But, yeah, imagine, you know, there's a slim chance that you see something twice over even 3 or 4 playthroughs. There's a box supposed to be here. And I don't know how complex these games are to make. I would imagine, of course, you know, you have to model everything, put it in, then, you know, you gotta have a system, you know, how you declare something as an anomaly, how that would play out, you know, how it can be reported and all that. And, yeah, stuff like that. But I guess once you have the system in place, you know, you can basically just, well, do new models, you know, slap a template on there, you know, configure what you want to do. I guess like an alternative model where something distorts or an animation plays, whatever, you know, something like that. But in general, you can just build on that. So the most amount of work is, you know, there's a carpet again. It's just thinking about, you know, cool new ideas and then coming up with the items and models which may be in there. Of course, you don't want to, you know, like here, you have an anomaly for each stone individually, but maybe have them disappear completely. But then there's other things which can happen with the same items, which I haven't seen in this game. You know, it's there's only ever one interaction with every one item. The only exception is the room itself. You know, if a camera goes missing or there's a room-wide distortion, but some distortion obviously can only happen in certain rooms and all that, and that's fine and all. But I guess, well, we will see, you know, if, I don't know how many people have picked up this game since the last installment, which is this one. I haven't even looked at when this one was released, but the dev is definitely working on a sequel again, part 6, and has been open for ideas, as was the case with this one. Or what am I talking about? Part 5 he's working on, of course. I could swear either there's something wrong with, you know, the game or my eyes, but I could swear the sheets moved a little and then back and then did nothing. I guess sometimes switching cameras results in some graphical glitches or fragments, or whatever you want to call them. Anomalies, but you know, in the hardware itself, not in the game actually. But yeah. Still cool though. Oh, I can smell the warning coming in already. There you go, bedroom, extra objects. There's too many books, there's only supposed to be 2. Yeah, I will show you. There you go. Do 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 do. Yeah. Oh. Gallery ghost. It's this one. She switches between paintings as well. Well, she didn't have the time to, but yeah, she goes over their faces basically. But you know, if you hear that noise, you know what's up. So it's actually not that hard to notice. You know, at least you know there's something. Oh, the X is missing, and that's almost always a bad sign. If you know, if you're somewhere haunted and the X is missing. Better pick it up yourself, even though I don't know how much good would that do you. If it's steel, you're fucked, but judging by, you know, having watched, well, all seasons of Supernatural, I can confidently say if it's cold iron, it works against ghosts, right? Or something like that. But yeah. Oh. Let's see if Mr. Jiggly is going to shut up again. Yeah, maybe there's something weird with my eyes because of the pattern of the bed, something like that. You know, that would be devious as well, you know, have patterns somewhere like on the sheets where your eyes play tricks on you because, you know, it's an optical illusion basically. That would also be cool, you know, you're going to be caught off guard with this one. Oh, library distortion. The bookshelf is doing something funny, of course. Yeah. Bedroom painting anomaly. This one quite obvious. Yeah, so I hope we can get this one finished at last. Even though I told you I was confident in the first attempt here, but yeah. So, well, anyways, guys, if you've been wondering why there's, you know, like too many videos in a playlist which are not actually there, you know, they're all deleted, they're shit. I won't release them to the public in this state. I did release some Vampire Survivors video which had some frame issues, but you know, just to see for myself, basically, you know, to have made the experience, even though I know this sounds like a cheap excuse, but well, there you go. Not again though. I try to watch everything through to the best of my ability to make sure, you know, there isn't something funky going on, but yeah, I was playing around with the settings, so it was bound to happen, you know. I guess at some point my laptop just couldn't keep up. Excuse me. Jump scare sneeze. I'm sorry if that did it to you. Man. Caught off guard by it as well. When I finished, I had the feeling it gave me the easier ones, at least I thought so. Oh, there you go. Kitchen, other. You see here, there's a scratches a number 4. Oh, last time it was 5, I believe, or even 6. But it had the 5th line on it, like a 5 basically. Pum. Do. Okay, living room, light anomaly. It's too dark in here, right? Yeah. Other than, it's way too dark. What's going on? There you go. That was new for me as well. Was it too dark? I have to check that on video. I need to compare, but that's what it looked like to me anyways. There's the painting anomaly again. It's too bright, basically. You will see the difference here in a second. I will show you directly. You see? It's like if you bumped up the brightness slider, like so. Yeah, I'm excited to see though how my increased bitrate does affect the video quality and the quality settings in of itself. Excuse me. I don't know what's up with me today. Maybe I'm getting sick. But yeah, I was doing some testing, of course, 1080p, 30 FPS, 60 FPS, all that shenanigans, lower bitrate, higher bitrate, multiple, versions of settings, basically. But I've only recorded 4 minutes just to see, to easily calculate outside intruder, jiggly man, yeah, to easily calculate, how high is the file size, because then, there of course is always a limit with which I can deal with, so although I'm not having any more problems with a couple of gigs in addition, having like, I don't know, 50 gigs or something just in file size with only a little bit with a little bump in quality would be, it would be basically useless. But from what I've seen, the biggest bump up in quality is definitely, not downscaling, which, there's obviously going to be some quality lost, I'm sad to say. Can't be helped though, Recording in native resolution is almost always the best you can do. Yeah. Well, outside Abyss presence. There you go. I'll show you the outside. You see here, it's eating everything up. I think the anomalies, which are one of the cooler ones, are always these that you can see from multiple rooms, basically. You know, like in the first game, first level, you can see intruders from the kitchen sitting in a living room and vice versa. But yeah, this game definitely does help, has potential, you know. You could, once you get a system in place to introduce new anomalies, you basically can just throw stuff at it, you know, depending on how much time you're willing to spend versus, you know, how much revenue you're expecting for the time you put in. Living room, painting anomaly. This one here, Satan's back. Back in black, I guess you could call it. Yeah. It's good to see more indie games getting more attention though, as was the case with Vampire Survivors as well, which, you know, basically exploded in popularity. But this one I quite like as well. It's a horror game that even I can play, so thanks devs. Radio anomaly. That one's quite obvious, of course. Man. Now I gotta piss as well. God damn it. Well, gotta hold on. Just for you guys, I'm not going to pause right now. Hope that doesn't distract me too much. Oh yeah. Hope you've been doing well up until now, even though, you know, this level is getting to me. Oh yeah. Bedroom, object disappearance, the skull is missing. It's a deer skull or something, right? On an unrelated note, I saw that Hogs of War is still in development for a remaster, which I'm glad to see. It's basically Worms 3D, but with pigs. You know, Hogs of War Reheated, I guess is the title of the remaster. Which is a game I love, you know, I played it way back in 2000 on the PlayStation 1. So, and there it is again. I was quite surprised to see that there's actually still living, breathing communities, you know, putting out content for that game, even though it's a 22-year-old game. Of course, you know, other older games, kitchen, object disappearance, the paper towel roll dispenser, whatever, is gone. You see enough older games, you know, timeless classics and all that, which I wouldn't have considered that timeless, but there's definitely much nostalgia going on for me. No, wrong room. This is the library, not the gallery. Come on. The fan is moving the other way around, also it's going slower, so you get, you know, a double deal. There's two things to notice about it. I see, it's turning quicker, although I'm not quite sure how that will, you know, how moving stuff like that, like the fan, will look on the recording, as I'm, you know, I'm playing in 30 FPS basically. So it will cut out half of the frame, so it will probably move quite choppily, which I'm sorry for again, but not too much I can do about that. I will at some point, I promise, guys. You know, give me a couple of months, and then I should have a new PC and all that. You know, not the most powerful, but all I want is 1080p, 60 FPS with a decent bitrate. Now that I got a decent internet connection after a couple of years, yeah, to provide the best content I possibly can. Also, there's a mannequin outside again here. Also, of course, you know, it will allow me to play more games in general. Even though it's not a high-end PC, it should play most games out right now, you know, on high to ultra high graphics, even for that price range I'm aiming for, which is about living room. That never happened before. Well, that was quite weird. God damn it. I've never caught one that caught you, you know, you can't change cameras when that's going on. So, yay for me. I had to screenshot that, obviously. And I believe it's not one I ever seen on YouTube, so maybe it catches someone's attention to click on this one. If it did, you know, hi, it's me. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, I also gotta throw on a better mic as well, you know. Nothing too fancy, but something that sounds a little better, although I don't think, for my part at least, I have too much to worry about as of right now. It's mostly, you know, how I talk in general, which may be off-putting to some people, but microphone quality should be quite alright. I've heard way worse, and obviously, you know, the biggest difference you hear in comparison with YouTubers, which have like, I don't know, 8 to 10,000 K mics. But yeah, for that I believe you do have to be successful enough to afford it. Outside extra object, the hammer is back again. You know, otherwise why would you make such a huge investment? You know, you gotta make enough to be able to afford it easily. Or no, let's just say when it's really worth it. So, you know, if my mic quality bothers you, I'm sorry. I will try to do something about this week, actually. I still have, wait a minute, gallery, object disappearance, the phone is missing. I do have a mic lying around at my mother's place, I believe, which has been there for many years now, but I bought a quite decent mic back in the day, you know, just for gaming purposes usually, but for a time there at least I was one of the ones with the best audio quality in our gaming group at least. And it's one where, you know, it's not a desk stand mic, nor is it a headset mic. It's a standalone mic with its own stand and, you know, a pop filter and all that. Or just right now I just have a couple of thick socks over the mic just to, you know, it doesn't pop the whole time, which should, you know, dampen that. And also some digital filters are going on as well, which I rather have running, you know, through extra software or through mic settings directly, maybe through a sound card or something, just because it also takes, of course, some CPU power to have that running in the background, although it doesn't it's not as heavy as, you know, codecs and recording the video in general. That's why even if the video quality is shit and there's frames missing and it's basically unwatchable, my audio will basically be the same. So yeah, we have a half hour left here. I do hope. Oh, library, object movement. This one, of course, quite obvious. I still hope we fill the last half hour with everything that's missing. Because I would like to show you what the secret looks like if it shows up again, like I talked about at the beginning. Yeah. Also on the topic of making a screenshot, you know the problem where you're copy pasting stuff, but then you accidentally overwrite what you have in your, you know, what you have saved in memory. Well, there's a Windows option actually where you can activate multiple copy paste, basically, you know. So with Windows key and V, you can access that and you get your last 5 or 6 copied things, you know, whether it wears files or just text. It really does help out a lot, you know. So let's say, for example, after I'm done recording with this, I put it in a folder named after the game, you know, and sorted by episode and all that, and I copied the file there. I still be able to access the screenshot I made, which usually would end up in the same place and be overridden. So give that feature a go if you know have that predicament more often than not. It's certainly nice to have. Gallery intruder. Yes, it's Huge Man again. I hope that was the last of it. Otherwise, I don't believe we have time enough to do anything else. I will quickly scan though, just to make sure. Going to catch the more obvious ones. There you go. Library ghost. In the window again. Yeah, and that's about all we have time for, so let's just let the time run out. And let's see here. Did we manage to get them all? I hope so. We didn't even get a warning this time. So I would think so. Only 25 though. Alright. Nah, I mean, maybe there was just, you know, less going on this time. Maybe it doesn't happen to everyone. Or we still managed to miss some stuff. It is how it is, anyway. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. Or don't, it's still up to you as always. And I will see you around next time. Bye bye.